Alright guys, we're going on to game 2 here. This game, I honestly liked all of our drafts tonight. I even liked that first draft, even though it was 4 melee, which is something really different. But they also had 4 melee, so it was kind of an interesting dynamic. Um, I really liked this composition. What I was telling you guys earlier, we had a really aggressive bottom lane, really aggressive jungler, and then scaling solo laners. Um, we already talked about it with Grant, where Grant's matchup, as soon as one thing went wrong, she could snowball on him pretty hard for a while until he got items. Um, but like Alex's matchup wasn't the funnest, but Vladimir is a champion and Alex played it well, so he was doing perfectly fine throughout the game. Um, so I really like this composition. You guys really did a good job of just recognizing your win condition basically um, was like this is one of the first games I think Central on Elise has thrown his cocoon and not immediately gone in. He just basically did poke, and then we're basically letting either Peridian go apeshit or Rise at that stage of the game too. Peridian was really strong, which is good because this is what we wanted. We needed him to get strong because he's our only source of AD. So you guys did a really good job this game. Like you guys took it really slow and steady too, which is great. If you would have done that first game, we would have won that game as well. So your communication just was infinitely better. Unfortunately, Mystic had some lagging issues, which is fine. Um, but yeah, we need to continue to work on our tracking, and this is something you guys, this is both games now already though too. I know it didn't really matter because you guys win the 2 versus 2 hard anyway in this matchup, but you guys are going way ahead of Central again. He's coming down this way. I know he didn't listen and when you guys told him that there was a ward in the try, but again, this when you're setting up ganks, you guys need to do a better job of just chilling out because you guys pulled the wave so you guys could set that up. Um, so just set up the ganks better. Because you guys do a phenomenal job in the 2 versus 2 this game and the next game, but you just need to set up the ganks better. You guys get really fucking pumped up, ready to see some blood. So again, this game we have double TP, and we still are failing to make offensive teleport plays with Alex, and even when Grant has it as well. Grant does. He made some couple good ultimate offensive plays, which is nice. There was one that was really weird, kind of in the middle game, where he tries to ult from here, and I believe Central's with him or someone. They're trying to go up here, and they both miss the ult somehow. So I didn't actually see what it was because I just saw it on the mini map, and then I saw like the blue circle here, but no one came through. It was really weird. But we really need to set up offensive TP plays. Like this is the thing me and Pretty were telling you about Mystic, and then your bubble is way off too. But you guys got Summoner out of her, but I know you're looking over at Central. Like this, see Central, this is something you haven't been doing, and that was really smart. Just being patient, letting him go back to base, because now you can go right back in and invade and take his wolves. And he has to take the long way around and everything. Like he should have just went back to base. I don't know what the hell he's doing. And in this game as well, Mystic, you should be maxing your E second most likely because you're paired with the Lucian, and your bubble. Having your bubble multiple times in these fights is less likely to matter than just giving him a way to kite because he's our only source of AD too. We really need him to pop off in our team fights. Ocean's first dragon. It kind of goes back and forth for a little while, but then once we get to like the 15-20 minute mark, I think is when you guys pop off. That's what it looks like down here too. Yeah, it's like right after 15 minutes you guys start popping off. So this is something you guys need to work on too. Like this entire game, Alex has just been chilling here. He's 1800 gold. You can Central's on your side. You can just call for him to hold your wave and go back to base and buy. And then you can in the same time you're doing that too, you can then say, "Hey bot, let's try to make an offensive TP play when you get back to lane if they're still there." Like you can still buy and then start running this way, but you can watch them. She's going back unfortunately, so it won't matter. But this is the kind of shit. He's on your side. Just tell him to come up here and hold your wave. Then you can go base, spend your 1800 gold, and then try to look for a TP play. Good job giving the blue off there too, Central, because this matchup was not the most enjoyable. I really do like the Rise pick, and I know Alex plays it as well, so it's something that's going to be part of our repertoire. So now we're invading, which is nice. Whiff on that. He wasted his ult there too, which is if you play a game of Karthus, don't waste your ult like that. Pretty in the snipoo. Good job. So now we should immediately be calling. We can do 2 or 3 man dragon right now, and then Peridian and Grant can go back to lane. I think this is the one where you flash too late. You should just probably flash like immediately once you got around that corner, because you flashed really late there, yeah. And then she gets a double because we don't know the summoners, and it's level 8 versus level 5 too. So remember, if you know that you're in a losing matchup at the time and you are getting pressured, don't hesitate on your flash. It's perfectly fine. I'd rather you burn a flash and then they come back and kill you using more than just the one person as resources than us dying like that. So don't hesitate, any of you. Alex, your wave is a little stuck there. Good job on the bubble and the wave there, guys. Again, you guys need to be communicating specifically Mystic, saying I have 4 seconds on bubble or 3 seconds on E. Like you need to be communicating that so it'll let Peridian have better judgment if he's going to continue or if he's just going to back up. Good job setting this up. They ended up wiping us here, but it was still the right play. We should have been looking to do some more diving, probably in the early parts of the game with the bot lane. I'm fairly certain. I don't know if we saw Karthus recall, but he was on that side. I think he showed him on the top side. So just being that far ahead in a matchup where you just burn your flash and you're in a losing part of the matchup still, where you haven't outscaled her. You guys played this really well though. And then you just say, fuck it, we're just going to back up, not try to fight the Karthus. So it was a really good job by you two there. So we're at 12 minutes now. And this game, I know for sure, we don't talk about Herald till like 16 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Last game was 14 minutes. This one gets worse. Especially in this game where we have Peridian can 1 versus 2 at this point versus these guys. So you guys could have easily been talking about doing Herald earlier. I don't remember that being a conversation there. I think he was roaming up because he saw you guys starting to 2v2 as he was leaving base, but maybe you guys did talk about it there. So looking at items, always remember to call out their item spikes as well as when you get yours. Like we just got Blade onto Peridian. Good job, Peridian, also buying the Executioners really early in the game. It really helped you out. I think this is the one, yeah, I was kind of uh, not wanting you to go in like that central because Karth Assault was fairly close, and good job there. Good job just using the, I know Peridian called for it a bunch of times, which was really good job by him. But yeah, don't hesitate on something that's most likely going to be a kill when you're using your ultimate. This is the one. Yeah, so this is the one that fucking something happened here with Grant. So it's just Grant. I thought it was someone else with him. Oh boy, you stepped out of it. You were barely out of that thing. So we have um, all the bottom aggression in the world. Like we're heavily favored right now. This Karth is invading on us because we have no fucking vision. Like you should be getting vision for us right now, Mystic. You don't need to be at the turret. You already know Kais is in base. You should be getting vision for us right now. Because they have two pinks, one at Dragon, one at the our top set of red buff. And we had no vision. We have two wards down now. We have three wards down now. See, that's good. So now we can track them, and it's a lot easier. Like if Karthus ever invades us, and we have vision already, he's just gonna fucking die. Good job. You guys did a really good job of when we gave you an aggressive lane of just abusing it, which is great. I believe you die here, Alex, if I'm not mistaken. No, this is the time you use your ultimate. Okay, then the Karthus ult barely lives, but this is where they TP or something on us. I can't remember. Oh, she just runs down, you get away. That's right. Good flash. So it's I want to say we make a play mid here and then we get Herald like at 18:30 if I'm not mistaken. Something happens where we make something happen. Central gets behind her or something. I can't remember. Something good happens for us here. Oh, we get that's right. We get Soraka and her. Okay, good. Alex did a good job of getting away, and then we make a play. So this is incorrect though. One of you should still be pushing mid and taking this turret. We do not need all of you to go here. It's perfectly fine if Grant just stays. Grant has his fucking ultimate and teleport. This is a mistake. You guys should just be three-manning the Herald and then taking this, or you guys could literally just fucking take this turret together. Like either one of those is better than all of you leave in the mid lane. This is a poor decision right here, going up here. We should be right here, at least one of you. And then I don't remember why you ran down that way either, Alex, because we had that completely under control. Again, look, we would have had a turret and Herald right now. And there's no reason for us to just be like chilling up here like this either. We should know the Karthus alt timer and everything. So we missed opportunity there. We could have Herald and mid turret reset for Dragon. That's the three things we should have been thinking about. But after they get this dragon, look at the actual timeline. Like it just becomes you guys. This is where you guys I'm fairly certain at this point in the game, you guys start not talking, and that's when I chimed into you guys, and then you guys did a crazy good job afterwards of actually just communicating about what you guys want to do. So, remember, Alex, when we're making a play on one side of the map, you just need to chill out. All you have to do is look at your mini map. If they want to turret dive you and you die that way, that's fine. Don't die out in the middle like that, though. Our wave management on the bottom side right now, we didn't really shove it out. They gave us a free kill, luckily. And now this timeline is completely blue, which is nice. Good job. Good job walking it up to make sure it got a second charge, and then you guys can back up and take care of it. Look at the vision right now on the board, though. They have way more vision than us. We have a decent amount, but it's not advanced into their jungle at all. They have fucking 2, maybe 3 wards in our jungle. I think Central's clearing a pink ward right now, too. You guys really need to start thinking about, like, when that Herald was pushing like that, Mystic, you could have been going to go ward. Let's make sure you didn't have ward. You had wards still, so I don't sound like an idiot. You do not have wards. We have a pink from Grant in inventory, and I don't know. It doesn't look like there's any. There's only these 2 pinks. Like these pinks, this pink right now is worthless. This is what I talk about when we have to advance our vision. Whoever's pink this is needs to put a pink somewhere else on the map and advance our vision. This pink here is also worthless. We need to walk it up. This is what vision score overall is this game. So this game, it's opposite of before. This time we're winning in the jungle by a lot, and then we're losing everywhere else except for Peridian's crushing their 80 carry. So our vision scores are all over the place. We need to be more consistent on this. I'm going to redo the spreadsheet just with it being the new team. We're obviously not going to keep track of stats unless it's an actual match. I'm going to keep track of stats for scrims of just basically wins and losses for wins, losses, and then the KDA for the champions you're playing, though, so we can at least keep some kind of stats from the scrims. I'm not going to go into the full breakdown, though, because that shit takes forever. This is where Mystic starts DCing. Good job getting 2 flashes there. Yep, see, that's perfect what you did, just walking up there, because you seal them have to go around, so now no matter what, we're going to get damage on the turret. I don't know why Mystic took fucking 3 turret shots, though. And we get a turret for free. So look, you guys created really nice pressure there. You got 2 turrets just by making small macro play there. You sealed them off from mid lane, so they have to go around, and you had their like weakest member versus our fucking Rise, who just destroy her. Good job. Good job not holding on to your heal and risking losing that somehow. Because her shield is a good way. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Central never does this shit. This is great job at you, Central, just poking him and backing up. A lot, like 99% of the times when you land a cocoon, you're going in. So it was a good job. You did that multiple times in this game. Good job. This is why getting vision control, man. You can make small picks like this. We're not a pick composition. I mean, we have parts of a pick composition. This is what vision does, though. You guys can just shit on them. again, like you don't need the entire team for this dragon. Someone can already be mid lane for that wave management. You guys don't have to have. You just killed fucking Soraka, so you know it's 5 versus 4. You can just have someone there. Again, Grant has his fucking ultimate. He can join the fight in 2 seconds. It's just every little bit of time that we waste basically adds up. I want you guys to just eventually get to where we're wasting very little time. Because our back timings would have been earlier too, because the wave management would have been already taken care of. Preden's going to go take care of top, which is correct right now. We should definitely be thinking about, yeah, keeping our vision on the Baron side right now. And like we talked about before, if the Gnar does go more, like his build is fucking terrible. He has a big lead and he made a terrible build. But what I was mentioning before the game started, if he went the split push build, it would have had to have been Ryze that matched him because you can itemize so well versus it. Ryze is one of those champions that, like, the later the game goes on, like, he does an insane amount of damage, but he can build, like, the best tanky items. You flash right here, too. There's no reason to flash because your W's on cooldown. I think your W had like 2 seconds on it still. Just take his flash and then shove up the wave like you're doing. Your flash in a fight on like Soraka or the Cassiopeia could be like game changing. So yeah, you guys are doing a good job here reestablishing the vision. This is a bad fight though because of the way that you guys split. Because as soon as you land the cocoon onto her, which is great, you guys see the Cassiopeia and the fucking Kaisa. So you guys should be. I know Soraka heals a fucking ton, but we should be throwing like the rest of our shit at these two right here. I don't think you see him yet. You do not see him yet. So this fight ends up being kind of bad. I'm fairly certain because of the Cassiopeia gets a 3-person ult. So this is where we talk about like knowing who's strong. Look how strong she is right now. So Karthus isn't even joining the fight. He's just straight ulting. We also like, if we're going to make a play like that, we should have had, been talking to Grant about making a TP earlier. He has TP right now. It's better that he ends up staying because of the way shit went down because Gnar can't fight him. And then this is where they make a ballsy call and Peridian poops on him. And then I believe Grant shows up as well. Mystic's just buffing him and fucking Peridian's just going ham on him because they have no they don't have enough damage yet to like burn through it because Kai'Sa's not strong. They still do decent damage because of the Karthus and Cassiopeia is really strong. Good job, Peridian there. And Mystic buffing him, and now you guys just fucking take over. Boom. In this instance too, Mystic, you can actually just straight go back to base right now because of your hit points. Because of the numbers advantage. But if you're going to heal anyone, and if you're staying, you're going to heal anyone, you have to heal yourself like you just did. Like these guys are just going to have to tank and survive, basically. Because this is when Grant starts becoming a god. Good job. You guys had plenty of time on their death, so it was fine for you guys to peel off completely like that. So good job there. And then we should immediately be looking for reset because look at all of our gold right now. Peridian just came out of base. He can handle the wave. And we should be resetting because Dragon's coming up right now as well. So you guys should have immediately already been recalling, and Peridian's taking care of the wave. Guys got to reset faster. Like you're still out in the field and you have 1800 almost, Grant. You should have been resetting. Because now our it's not completely off, but our tempo is a little changed. So now we don't have TP at all, so you guys need to 131. Yeah, and like you guys mentioned, Alex doesn't have to fight the guy. He just needs to hold the minions, the super minions there with the buff. You guys easily could 131 here. And again, you got to stay balanced, so this is good right now. You need to just back up though and chill out. You don't see anyone up there with Grant yet, so just let him take that turret for free, and you guys don't have to walk up at all. Because this is where the Cassiopeia flash ults Peridian. Like, look, now you're becoming unbalanced as soon as you keep walking forward. You're officially unbalanced right here. You're completely unbalanced because of where he is, and they have not matched him that entire time. So this is a mistake. Like, it's 5 versus 4, and we're walking up. Let them go match him before you guys advance. You guys do a really good job getting out of this, though. I'm fairly certain only Alex might die here, but somehow only 2 of you died, and they end up getting inhibitor though, because if you guys more of you would have died, they could have ended the game off of that one mistake, being unbalanced. So just remember, you guys have to stay balanced. If they don't match the person that's split from you guys, just chill out. Let him go until they match him. Because you have supers. If they send multiple people to him, then you're going to get an inhibitor turret easy. Whoa, sorry about that. Let's go back. I hit the fast forward button when I didn't want to. So again, this is what we talk about as well for overstaying. So they still have a 5 versus 3 for 12 seconds. And this game, they have 5 fucking range champions. I just realized that. Look at that damage. So now it's literally, it just flips. So now it's at right pretty and just respawned. So now it's 4 versus 3. I thought we killed 2 people. That's 3, I thought. There it is. It was bugged. So yeah, Central's immediately on the wave, which is good. You guys can chase this easily because he's taking care of the wave already. This is really good. Get another kill. And this is good. And then you also, like, if you look at the death timers too, like Alex could actually be going to one of the side lanes right now and starting to push it, because you guys can easily do this. So again, this is just using our time properly. Alex does not need to be mid. All 4 of you don't even need to be mid. You could honestly be doing 1-3-1 again right now because there's 4 people dead. It's most likely better to do 4-1 right now because they're coming up in 9 seconds. But Alex can be easily splitting off to one of the side lanes and just already pushing one of those waves. So remember, look at minimap, look at death timers, and then you guys can make a decision if you're going to do 1-3-1, 4-1, or just stack 5. So now Dragon's up in a minute here. We still have the Baron buff, I believe. No, we do not. No, we don't. But we're officially in God territory. He has his full build. Alex is almost 3 items deep. Peridian's got 4 items. 3 items. Excuse me, 3 items. We're really strong. Central has 3 items. We're really strong right now. We're looking back at the vision now. This is like 12 minutes after we did the last time. Alex is resource starved So he probably decided not to buy as many pinks this game, but we need you to chip in on the pinks um, more, buddy. 47 versus 22, 30 versus 50, 37 versus 25, 67 versus 54. So once we started getting a really heavy lead, Mystic jumped way ahead of the Soraka, but we still need Grant and Alex to chip in more. You'll see on the spreadsheet the actual numbers for the goals. And again, we need to be talking about TPs right now. We have both TPs. Rise has his ult. So you easily, the way this works too here, since Grant is so strong, you have Grant in the mid lane, and he shoves this into their base basically, and then he can just walk to you guys, or he can back up and do that. You guys just chill out and let them send someone over to him. Same thing as before. You want them to react to your guy. You know Cassiopeia doesn't have flash, so you're perfectly fine. This is a good job though too. Just getting vision and controlling the Elder here. It's a really good job by you guys. Now Baron's coming up. You guys are chasing. You chase way too far here. You guys aren't considering any part of back timings or position right here. This is really crazy. Luckily, Peridian gets 2 kills there, and then Grant's gonna go blow up, I believe, Soraka, and they have to get off the Baron. But you guys are chasing there like for no reason. You got his flash. Just back up after you get his flash. You can backed up before you even got his flash. There's no point to chase. We needed to get vision around Baron. But the rest of the game's us. Look at the timeline. Baron, all 3 inhibitors. But you guys did a good job again in this one. For the most part, like the early parts of the game was more heavily weighted on their side because we did make mistakes. But you guys started slowing down after I told you guys to basically start talking again, because you guys got real quiet for a few minutes. And then you guys just fucking destroyed them, minus a few mistakes, so. Good job buying the stopwatch too. This is the funny part. Watch Mystic bubble. He just tries to bubble fucking Peridian to save him. But again, there's we need to be timing her flash and everything too, because that's the only way we lose fights at this point. You guys even said it in the game. You said the only way we lose is fucking Cassiopeia. So just let the super minions do their thing. Because look, our inhibitors back up. Let's let the fucking super minions do the thing. This is also why, like, I think getting Scimitar some point in this game, like you bought the you bought this. I mean, you completed this. I would have honestly thought that like QSS into Scimitar before completing this would have been fine, because you still get grievous wounds. Because the only person that really matters in this game is these two right here. Like, you did such a good job of just shitting on your bottom lane, like, and the Gnar has no defense versus you, so you needed some MR, I'm fairly certain, this game. But then this is where like they're super low, and Grant and Alex just do a fucking ton of damage now. So we still can walk up even though that we're like 3 versus 5, because Mystic's really low too. See, the supers took care of the whole turf for you guys. That's all you had to do. Just relax. We should be on that. Like you got, I know you're really strong here, but we need to switch our focus at inhibitor a little quicker. Man, look at all that fucking damage you guys are doing. It's insane. The three of you doing an absurd amount of damage. Good job using that ult to retreat. You did that twice after key points in the game. It was really good. So now we know Cassiopeia doesn't have flash. So you can just easily put the four of you in the mid lane and then have Grant in the side lane. Or you can put Alex in the side lane. It doesn't matter. He has TP. They both have TP right now. In the bottom lane, I mean. And all you have to do is stand there in mid. Let the super minions be your 6 teammate. And then let Alex advance first. If they go hard for Alex, then you're going to trade Alex life for the second inhibitor, which is perfectly fine. If they go hard for you, Alex has TP. You guys are crazy strong with lots of engage. They don't have a Cassiopeia flash either, so it's going to be pretty close to impossible for them to actually get onto you. So you guys just got to break down the like your win conditions a little better. You have to look at how they can fuck you up too more. You guys talked about Cassiopeia needing flash, so you guys can split them up, especially when their flash is down like right now. See, supers just took down 2 turrets for you guys. So all you have to do is just chill out. And they do a really poor job too. Like when he does that ult there, he's basically announcing that they're trying to engage on you guys, and that doesn't make any sense. That's not how Karthus is supposed to work. Do we have, I was going to ask, do we have Nami ult? So again, now you guys don't even have to do anything at this point. Look at their super minions in the base. You guys can just wait for them to go up there, and then you get the third inhibitor for free. Perfect. So now there's 40 seconds on Karthus. So you guys are fine, still advancing here, but you guys need to be, look at the turret again. The turret has 1 fucking shot. You guys got to stop just going for the kills there. He didn't even engage on you there. Cassiopeia did her ult, and then you guys just disengage, and then you can go right back to the turret. Or get too blood hungry. We could easily have gotten that turret with no one dying there. But at this point, look at Alex's damage there. He just fucking murdered Soraka. At this point, you guys just need to reset, which you guys end up talking about, especially since Elder's up. This is perfectly fine. If you guys go get Elder here, the game's fucking over. It doesn't matter. You have 3 inhibitors already, but this just makes it absolutely free. So this is really good by you guys slowing down. Even though you already have fucking Nexus exposed 3 inhibitors, just make it as simple as possible. This is really smart. And I agree with whoever said it as well. You don't need Baron here because you don't want to waste time on the Elder, because Elder is a shorter buff. So you want to just walk up there, especially since there's no Nexus turrets. You guys got to space out more though here. Good. Yep, all you have to do is walk with the super minions, and then they're absolutely fucked. Because that's the only way they can engage is what she just did. And she did it to your backs turned. And you guys all doing an absurd amount of damage right now. And that's the ball game. So you guys did a really good job of like weathering this first, like, what is it, fucking 14.5 minutes. And then ever since then, you guys slowly started making a few plays, and then they got a few back, and this is where you guys stopped talking. As soon as you guys actually started talking and working together, look at this fucking bar. Look at this shit. You just destroyed them. Don't get flustered, especially since this is a scrim. Like, we're going to lose some games. There's going to be bad moments in games. I'm not going to get mad at you guys for fucking having poor deaths and stuff. I'm just going to remind you about stuff because I want you guys to erase bad habits. So don't get mad at each other. Don't talk down to each other. Central, you when you're telling people stop dying and stuff like that, you shouldn't be doing that because you should not be trying to tilt your own teammates. You should just be telling them, we'll get the next one or whatever. Just be more positive in the down moments. You guys are perfectly fine. You guys are more than capable of coming back in games. Look at the first game. We should have won the first game if we just made one less mistake, basically. And you guys were down like 5K at, I think it was like 14 minutes or something, and you guys came back and honestly should have won that game. So don't get flustered. You guys are more than capable. Your shot calling's good. It's getting better. It's going to get even better. Our macro play, for the most part, is strong. There's been a few moments where we're chasing that we still need to erase, which is fine. We're going to fix it. But just stay positive while we're going through the motions of the game. Some parts of the game we're going to be down. It doesn't matter. You guys can come back.